From England to the USA, good evening. Lately, I've been listening to the speeches coming from national leaders all around the world as they tell us in all their different ways what they think of Donald Trump. And what I notice is that regardless of their many differences in language or as politicians, they speak with clarity and to the point, using simple words accurately. Most of the USA's previous presidents did that, even the more twitchish ones. But Trump, whose paranoid ramblings on X, also known as Twitter, where he throws words out like confetti at a wedding, or like the way chimpanzees chuck crap at each other, has his own way of doing things, and they are completely embarrassing, or would be if he was capable of embarrassment. His oppressiveness is growing with his paranoia, and they are together leading him down a very dark path, the end of which will be tragic for him and maybe you too. His descent into his own personal hell is well on its way, and you only have to read his current set of tweets to realize that. He is making a lot of hard-nosed politicians look very reasonable. My own Keir Starmer here in the UK, for example. Because Trump, as well as being hard-nosed, is terminally insane. His brain is wired up all wrong. He cannot think for very long without all the logic he has disappearing into thin air. And like everyone else who knows nothing, he thinks he knows everything. He tells lies with the same ease that he breathes, and about as often. What has to happen for his worshippers to realize that he is just as much of a great national leader as is Donald Duck? Just how many stupid and destructive things will he have to do before the MAGAs realize that Donald Trump will never make America great? That he is as incapable of achieving anything worthwhile for the USA as a slug is of flying? How can anybody listen to him for more than 5 minutes and still believe that this man is fit to be the president of the whole United States of America? My saints, people. He wants to get rid of the Constitution. He wants to have sole control over government, with a civil service made up solely of people who are loyal to him rather than to the USA or its constitution. He wants the army to have an equal role along with the police in controlling, yes, controlling, not governing, controlling the US population. That's you, that is, in case you needed telling. He wants total control of the legal system so that he himself can never be charged with any criminal offences, even if those criminal offences harm the American people. That's you too. He wants the power to imprison anybody and everybody who expresses any kind of disagreement with his policies. And if you're not really careful, that could very well be you. And all this is said. And he is a racist whose attitude towards Hispanics and Latinos is not very different to Hitler's attitude towards the Jews and the Romani, and we all know where that led. Or if we don't, we damn well should. And his attitudes towards anybody who does not share his gender, his colour, or his particular idea of a morally acceptable sexual orientation, just plain disgusting. Also, the world leaders he most admires: Orban of Hungary, Kim Il-jung of North Korea, and especially Vladimir Putin, prince of all the Russias, and his bosom buddy to boot. They're all dictators, tyrants. That's the club he wants to join. That's where he wants to take the USA. That's where he wants to take you. The fact is that Trump has about 3 thoughts in his brain, And when he's found as many different ways as he can of getting these same three thoughts out, all he can do is let words and phrases dribble out of his mouth like water from a dripping tap, or into his tweets like the scribbles of a demented 7-year-old, in the hope that they make sense to somebody. Now, I know a lot of those who voted for him are now regretting their choice, as the truth about him becomes increasingly obvious with every passing day and every new piece of idiocy. But the rest of you, he is not God. He is not the messenger of God. The only person he wants to save is himself. He does not like you. He does not respect you. All he wants from you is permission to screw you over. In England, we have a footballing term when a player is holding on to a ball for too long and is risking having it taken from him by an opponent. Get rid. From England, good night, USA.